Kamala Harris's top advisor, Gene Sperling. He was on Fox News with Neil Cavuto, and Cavuto asked him about, Kamala Harris and does she own any of the inflation problems of the last 4 years since she's the vice president of the United States and was the deciding vote on the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. Does she own any of it? And Gene Sperling's like, no, man, she's got vibes. She's so brat.
Is it possible that this administration should take some blame for the double-digit run-up in food prices alone? Any blame at all? Do you accept any blame? Should she accept any blame for that?
No, I think overwhelmingly what people are seeing is that the United States got through the recovery with greater jobs, greater growth. The global inflation that you talk about happened everywhere in the world.
Well, I noticed that you will take credit for zero of her actual policies. Zero. Now, the reality is that the kind of lie that they were propagating inside the Democratic National Convention Hall, which Tim Walz is sort of a Midwestern moderate. Kamala Harris, she's a hard-charging, tough-on-the-border prosecutor who worked at McDonald's one time. Barack and Michelle Obama, they are just a charming couple, uninterested in power and totally interested in public service and unity. All of these lies were belied by what was going on outside the convention hall. And the uncommitteds the uncommitteds are a group of people who have decided that they hate Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because they won't just side with Hamas already. They actually formed a human chain inside the DNC last night in an attempt to prevent delegates from getting down to the floor.
Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now.
So it turns out they can't sing or understand basic politics. Vivek Ramaswamy then went outside, a former presidential candidate. He went outside the DNC, where he was effectively physically assaulted by all the protesters that Joe Biden says has a point.
Right now you're outside the DNC, but you just came from somewhere else. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, so that was outside of the protests outside the DNC. It was pretty wild.
Racists go home! Racists go home! Racists go home!
But I wanted to first of all show up because I believe in practicing what I preach. I believe in free speech. Whether or not you agree with me, whether or not you like me, you have the right to speak your mind as long as it's peaceful. I don't know what exactly happened at the end there. One of my favorite exchanges was, first of all, buying with U.S. dollars, although they accept Venmo as well, some of this communist literature from this guy. Communist, the party of the next American Revolution has been founded. Kind of interesting.
Will you actually read it?
Yeah, I plan to. I don't know about cover to cover, but I'll take a look at what he has to say.
Okay, again, this is what's happening outside the convention, and the truth is that is the spirit inside the convention. They're just hiding it. It's all a lie. We'll get to more on this in a moment. First, have you noticed big tech companies right now are trying to masquerade as privacy companies? So that's not really how they work. See, here's the thing. Big tech literally feeds on your information. They release a feature now and then that maybe does some good, but collecting and selling off your data, that's how they make their money. They can't stop themselves from looking at what you do online. To protect myself against big tech's prying eyes, I use ExpressVPN. When you use the ExpressVPN app on your computer or phone, you're hiding your unique IP address. Websites can't use that address to find out your real location or track what you do online. On top of that, ExpressVPN encrypts and reroutes 100% of your online activity. Your internet provider, Wi-Fi admin, and hackers can't see it. The best part is how easy it is to use. It takes one click. You're now protected. One ExpressVPN subscription covers up to 5 devices at the same exact time, so you can protect your entire family as well. That's why ExpressVPN is rated #1 by CNET, Wired, TechRadar, and countless others. Get the VPN I trust to protect my online privacy when big tech is at the door. Visit expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show. You can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show. expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show to learn more. It's all a lie. Platitudes, bumper stickers, and tiny American flags for all. That is the shtick. That's the shtick. And they gloss over that with some celebrity. And they gloss over that with a bunch of talk about how Donald Trump's a big meanie who's super mean and orange. And then they expect you to vote for that. The question in this election is, are you stupid? That's the question in this election. It's not about Kamala Harris. It's not about Donald Trump. It's, are you a stupid person? Because they think you're stupid. They think you're so stupid that you are just going to bow down before a candidate because of her intersectional qualifications by pretending that she has no record and no positions. Are you dumb enough to believe the Obama 2.0 lie? Now, here's the thing. You could have believed the Obama 1.0 lie because it was the first time somebody had tried it. After all, Barack Obama campaigned as a great unifier. No red states, no blue states, just the United States. And he was a historic a historic coming together of black and white in his very own personage. And then it turned out he was a radical leftist, a Chicago machine politician who had lied about all of his supposedly moderate beliefs and then flipped them at the first sign of power. And so when you come about it the second time, and it turns out that you have a not particularly gifted politician who's failed upward every step of the way, and now has been elevated into a nomination that she did not earn any step of the way. But she has a very long record as the vice president of the United States right now. Are you stupid enough to believe that she is a blank screen upon which you can project all of your hopes and dreams? Are you stupid enough to think that? Now, listen, I get it. If you hate Donald Trump enough and you just want to vote against Donald Trump, all right, nothing I can do for you. But if you are a quote unquote undecided voter, or you're somebody who prides yourself on actually caring about policy, if you love what Biden's doing, fine. Just say it. Just say you love what Biden's doing, and that's fine. I get it. But don't pretend Kamala Harris is anything different than that, because that's exactly what she is, only more so. And she's a liar about every single one of her policy positions all the time, forever. So if you fall for that, I don't have to call you except for an idiot. You have to be dumb to fall for that. Again, that's not every Kamala Harris voter, but if you're somebody who's actually sitting there like, maybe she is a moderate. Maybe she is a great unifier. Maybe she is an inspirational figure who has sprung up as of this very moment. Brand spanking shiny new. If you believe that crap, you're either a member of the media, a member of the Democratic Party, or you're a sucker. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.